what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Groove podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with the season finale of Silo,
hmm
episode number 10, Outside. Obviously, IMDb gave this a 9.2, even though that was low,
That's
but it
low.
is a
That is low.
9.2. So people really liked it. It
hmm
was really cool. This joint, oh my
hmm
goodness, man. I have so many questions.
I
And
got a
I
lot of
and
questions.
I was thinking this when I was watching it. I was like, okay,
hmm
season one is over. So we're gonna have
hmm
like a whole nother year before the next season is released, season number 2. I was like, yo, you
Yeah,
know what? I think I may want to get into this book during like the off season.
I want to read this book. I gotta be honest. I'm gonna read this book.
I
I'm gonna
think
look
I want to
into it.
read this book, man, because I have so many
Yeah.
questions. They're not
hmm
answered. And I do like the fact that I'm asking myself these questions, and we're also asking each other these questions and posing these
hmm
questions. This is
hmm
this is the dopest show. I mean, it's just really
I love
sick.
this show, man. This show's awesome. This show's really awesome, and because the questions is asking you like the moral question, because you're like, well, because is Bernard wrong for all the stuff he's doing? Because I do think if people in the silo actually knew what was going on, they would react differently to staying there or deciding what to do about the silo, or even like how to run it. They would run it differently. So, like, say, like morally, is he wrong? Because she was trying to put that video out there, which was a fake video. Well, we'll get into that in a second, but the video that she was about to put out there to the whole silo would have ripped the thing apart. People have been losing their minds if they saw that video, because you saw the inside the janitor's closet. The people that's supposed to know what's going on in the silo looked at that video and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Close your eyes. Close your
He's
eyes.
like,
Turn
"Close your eyes!"
around.
Everyone's like,
Listen, you
"That's
know what? You said
crazy."
you said they don't know. They don't know what. See, that's the question I keep asking myself is like,
hmm
what is it that they don't know? I mean, remember, this whole show is a lie. This whole show is a deep fake, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we don't
No,
know what it is they're
but
trying to hide.
Bernard knows everything about everything. About outside, why they're there, the silo. He knows the complete understanding of everything about the silo. Sims knows nothing. That guy's a patsy. I looked at him before like, oh yeah, Sims is in it. No. Sims knows nothing. Because
Yeah.
when Jules went outside to clean and he's like, oh my god, she knows, he started running to that
He was
closet.
like,
Sims
knows
looked at
what?
him like, what?
Knows
Knows
what?
what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
that's what I mean. You know, it's just like the whole joint is a deep fake. It's like, okay, we saw
hmm
like grass, and then all of a sudden, just a little click of a button. Next thing you know, you see like, just a desolate sort of like landscape.
Yeah.
We don't know
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
what, we don't know.
Because
The-
this is the
okay,
crazy
so
part.
the
Oh, go
video.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the video of like the green and the grass and everything, the birds chirping,
hmm
right? And
hmm
then a click of a button, then the desolate landscape. Which one is real?
hmm
You
Yeah.
see what I'm
I
saying?
think the I think the desolate landscape is the real one. So this is the mind games they're playing on you, because in the silo they're showing you outside that's supposedly real, but you put a helmet on and you see this magical landscape and everything's great, but it's the same video. And that's the thing. I was watching this recap video just now before we came on, and a guy pointed out that every time they show outside, it's the same video with the birds in the V shape flying overhead.
hmm
It's the exact same video every time, and so that's the clue that the video is the fake one and the real outside is the real one
Yeah.
for how it's going.
hmm
But it's interesting that they would put a helmet on with a fake video on visor for you, even though they don't need to. They can just be like, outside's desolate. Sorry, bro, you messed up. You chose to go outside. You're an idiot. They gave you a fake video just because. Like, that's the extra luxury. You think about it, right? That's the extra luxury. They're letting people go outside with LCD screens on there. Like, you don't need those screens. Like, you
you
know what I'm
know.
saying? Like,
And then they tailor make the suit. It's made to order. You
yeah,
know what I'm
it's
saying? It's
made to
just like
order a suit for
measurements,
you.
bing, bing. They
Yeah,
got the
they just
seamstress in
give you
there,
the extra large XL
right?
skull
Like
like
this
suit. Like,
effect,
they just give you a regular suit. Like, you got to pull up your pants. Like, it's a proper suit for you. It makes you fit to make you fall down 3 feet. That's
it's a.
crazy.
So we were thinking that, people were going out and there was something in like the little oxygen tank that they had on their back,
Mm,
but it
a hole
wasn't
in the
that.
suit.
Yeah.
It's a hole in the suit on purpose
By design,
with
exactly. So it's like,
with the
wow.
tape. The tape from the was it the IT department? Their tape is trash,
Yeah. And the mechanics
and
had the
she got
better
the
tape.
Walk had the good tape, and that's why he was so mad about because the tape was irrelevant unless they don't have any more tape ever again.
Right.
Her stealing the tape was ridiculous unless she realized because she said it earlier in the series that the tape was trash and she had to go get the other tape. So that shows you that he didn't want people to know that they're setting you up to fail when you go outside.
Mhm.
But that they've had to you gotta think about this, right? In all the years of the silo, they've had to know that you gotta tape up the hands or whatever and get proper tape so you don't die immediately when you go outside the silo. And so they've slowly gave you crappy tape on purpose so you die instantly.
Yeah.
So that there is something to this. This is why I love this show. There's so many questions that you want answered that you can't get answered now unless you read the books. Because
Yeah.
I don't know how far the books are different from the TV show series, but
That
I have a ton of questions. I might read the book, honestly. I
yeah.
might read the book.
That would explain why Bernard was just, still a little irritated that, tape was taken from
Yes.
supplies.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's just like, wow, okay. So season finale, episode number 10. It all
Mm,
starts with like the craziness. I mean,
bruh.
just the deceit, the cover up,
Mhm.
the not knowing.
Mhm.
Um, and would you say that in this specific silo, the
Mhm.
only person that knows what's going on is Bernard, no one else? Other than
No one
these
else.
people seeing like the green screen, or I'm going to call it the green
Yeah.
screen.
And thing is crazy to me, and I was really thinking about this before, is that the they have you set up so everyone's scared of judicial, everybody's scared of the judge. All these people are relevant. Bernard is the only person that matters in this TV series
Mhm.
or inside the silo. He's the only person. Everybody else is a joke because
Yeah.
everyone's worried about the judge. The judge was people like she seems like she's gonna keel over from whatever she's sick with. Like she's irrelevant. She don't even
And
know
she's
why
a
she's making these
drunk.
rulings. Yeah, but she don't even know why she's making rulings. They just tell her what to do, and she's like, okay, and puts a rubber stamp on it. And same thing with Sims. Sims, he's running around like, oh my god, I gotta keep the silo in order. Like, you don't know what's going on in the silo, bro. You're a patsy too.
Sims is a
Everybody's a
straight
patsy.
patsy. It's just like, and he, and,
Yeah,
and the thing about it is, he should know better. His wife was a raider. She knows everything. Well, at least she
yeah.
knows
She
why
knows
people,
more than him.
yeah,
She for 100% knows more than him. 100%.
exactly. So I don't his character is not endearing. Even
Yeah, I don't
though,
care about him
yeah,
anymore.
I don't care about him. Even though he may have a story, he may come around. I don't care about him because
Yeah,
he's the shadow. He just wants to, like, he's all about power. He
yeah, yeah.
knows what everyone else was trying to find out. Now he knows he's one of those people. He
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
that, wow, wait a
He
minute,
looked
this
at
is
the
green
screen like, "Oh
outside.
my god, I can't believe it's green right now." Like, he looked
Yeah.
crazy. And he turns
But
around like, "Okay, I'll cover my eyes." Like,
but here's the thing, right? If you okay,
mhm,
and I may have just answered my own question, but okay, so when you go out
mhm,
to clean, right?
mhm.
Why show people like green landscape? You're going out to die. Why show them that?
We were talking about this offline, but so I watched the video about this, and he's saying that they're trying to get people to clean as a solidarity to the silo or something like that. Like,
Mhm.
it's a mental game they're playing on you. By giving you an LCD screen, making you think everything's great. So because for everybody's first reaction is, "Oh my god, this is so beautiful! I have to let everybody know." That's why they're cleaning. I think that's the scam. But
This that
yeah, like it's a mental game.
yeah.
Everything about the silo is a mental game.
Right. I don't necessarily subscribe to that because,
Mhm,
okay, so if you're a citizen of the silo, this specific
mhm.
silo, and you know that when you go out to clean, you're going to die. Who cares about what you see, right? You think those people care about what they're going to see? You think they care that, oh, you know what? I'm going out here to witness green, like landscape and everything else before I die? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think that I think that it's,
It's confusing for
It's
sure.
confusing for sure, and I don't know, man. It's just I love this show because I'm asking myself so many questions, right? We ask questions, and it's just like, wow, it could go either way, man. It could possibly be that the city beyond the silos, because we now know that there are multiple silos now. Just like you said, you
Mhm.
alluded to that. You were like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
you think it's in the number 18 makes a lot of sense now, huh?
Yeah, this is the 18th silo for sure.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, it's I have a question. Like, how many LCD screens do they have to give everybody when they go outside? Do they have thousands of them? Like, how many people have actually gone out cleaning before? Because it seems to be pretty rare. Because as far as I can tell, they're the sheriff, his wife, and I think somebody else went out. So that's like maybe three that we know of
mhm.
as far as this series go. It doesn't seem like it's a common thing that happens a lot. Because like, think about it. What happens when you run out of LCD screens for your monitor for your helmets? What are you gonna do? That seems like they have a lot of helmets there, but you would have to have a lot of helmets and stuff like that because of the silo. It holds like 10,000 people. You would have to have that in the first place. You have to have thousands of them.
Yeah.
But
See, when I
yeah,
when she first went out and you know, they had the green landscape and then, the video
hmm
switched to like this desolate,
hmm
land, right? The first thing I thought was the change wasn't in her visor. The
hmm
change was outside. I immediately thought that maybe there's
hmm
some sort of a dome covering all the
yeah,
silos, right?
yeah. I thought that too.
Yeah,
Because like
right?
when she put the badge down
Yeah,
on top of the
right.
bodies, I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on right
Right,
now?
so I kind of think that it's not the visor that did the switch. I think
It's
that
like a dome
there's some sort of a dome, and like every silo
projector
has the ability
projector.
to change like the different picture you're looking at. Because
Mhm.
again, like you said, when she placed the badge down, it's almost like when you're in Star Trek,
It looked
or
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, it looked crazy, like you're at the edge of a
when you're in a
screen and
hologram,
it's all
when you just
pixelated.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just
Yeah.
like, so I don't know if it's the visor or not. And the other thing is, again, I
Mhm.
am really interested in knowing what that city and the background is all about. I'm not sure if it's
Yeah.
destroyed. I'm not sure what's going on. The other thing I thought was this, right? Just looking
Mhm.
at the city, I was like, okay, the city is fine, right?
Mhm.
There, there could be. This is just a theory, right?
Mhm.
People who live, if the city is like for real, right? People who live in a
Mhm.
city, they are of means. They have they have a different station in life, a much higher station in life, right? And then
Mhm.
everyone else, they put them in these silos underground.
That's crazy, like, 'cause the lithium, like, they're on the space station,
Yeah,
all the rich
lithium was
people are up
dope.
there, all the poor people
Exactly.
are in the
Yeah.
silo.
So it
That's
could be something
crazy.
like that. I mean, there are a lot of like movies and
Mhm.
films and TV series that are based on that, just like, hey, you know what, this is all fake. The rich go
Mhm.
here, the others go here. You're creating all of the products, like, produce, steel, whatever, right? And you're
Yeah, yeah,
providing
yeah.
that to the city of the people who like
But, like,
just
what
have
do you
means.
need the mines for? 'Cause they threw that guy, he's going down to the mines for 10 years is crazy for a silo.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna go down to the mines and he's gotta get iron ore. Like, what are you using that for?
I mean,
What are you
to maybe
making?
build more silos, to I mean, or with you need ore to build to create steel, so maybe that's it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you
So it's
need
just like,
the
hey,
ore for steel.
yeah, so maybe they're just like rebuilding the city, or just developing the city. I don't know. This is quite amazing, man. This
There's
show
more
is so
questions.
good,
'Cause
right?
think about it, like, they're not rebuilding anything in the silo. Everything is as is. Like, because when Jules needed the fan, the fin for the fan, whatever, for the generator,
Hmm.
they're like, just put more scrap metal on it. That's all they had.
Yeah.
Because they always think they have access to something in the silo, like repair it or whatever. But so he's he's going out to dig for something that the silo's not even using,
Well,
as far as I can tell.
that could be the roost, though. It's just like we don't have that. But they're also like mining ore, so they do
Just
have the ability.
This reminds me of Mad Max when he had like in Mad Max, there's a city that makes bullets and guns. There's a city with oil, and there's a city with water,
Yep.
and they all trade with each other.
Hmm.
And that's what this reminds me of. Maybe that where this the silo 18 is on, they need ore
Hmm.
for something else from another silo that makes whatever,
Put it all
and
together.
they put
Right.
it together.
Exactly. Hmm.
Because like if you think about it, right, the what's in the silo doesn't seem to be enough to sustain the silo. So if you
Yeah.
had other silos making stuff and sending it over to the silo, you wouldn't know about where you don't know where the things come from. You just know it's there. You
Right.
don't know how it gets to you or
Hmm.
whatever. Because like underneath silo 18 is a ton of water.
Yeah.
Maybe
You know,
silo 17 doesn't have that much water. They have something else.
and how do you transport this stuff? Down below, with the big steel door, or through water or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You open the
Because it
door, there's more water. You have ships that's bringing like product from like one silo to the other. I think that
Yeah, I think they're
that water,
sharing, but,
yeah.
like, the thing is,
Hmm.
though, because they're so close, the odds of Silo 16 not having water, that seems ridiculous, but maybe Silo 18 is storing a ton of clean water, and Silo 16 is storing a ton of clean milk or whatever, just
Hmm.
something.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's what it is, like, they're storing it there, and then so the big door is to transport whatever it is from each thing. I don't know. So there's a lot of questions to be asked. Like your imagination can run wild because you can pretty much come up with anything you can think of.
Yeah. I love
But
that.
it's interesting that Silo 18 has that much water.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
I think when it comes to the water, I think that they're all connected. That water connects all of them. I think that's how they go from
Mhm.
silo to silo, through that
That's
water, through
true
that big
too.
door. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
the way, because if they can't go outside, there has to be a way for these
Yeah.
silos to,
Well,
communicate with
you could
each other.
travel in a submarine. You can get
Right,
between silos.
exactly. Jewels, like the whole like the recycle shaft.
Yeah.
How Sims was just trying to kill her, one. And the other
Yeah.
thing
He's
is,
trying to kill
all
her.
the other deputies and people who work for, the police department, they're trying to save her. They're saying, listen, we
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
throw this
She's
down,
like, "You
yada,
gotta
yada,
get out."
yada.
She's like, "You gotta get out the
Yeah,
next one. They're gonna throw stuff at you." That was crazy too, because I don't think everybody's 100% on board everything everyone's doing.
I don't
They
think so.
just do
Yeah.
it because they don't
Hmm.
wanna clean.
Yeah.
So they're going along with it because it seems like the deputies were helping her to the point where they were like, "I don't wanna get you killed, but FYI, this is what's happening." And even was it Billings when he was talking to that other raider lady? She was like, "Hey, I can't let you in because she was like, I was your student, but I'll help you out a little bit, but
Yeah.
can't help you out."
Hmm.
Like it seems like there's some kind of camaraderie, or at least people that they're more willing to help Jules, or at least look the other way because she got a lot of allies throughout this entire process before she had to go outside. She
Yeah.
had a lot of allies, and
Yeah.
a lot of people came out to see her go outside and clean. And when she didn't, they're like, half the people are like, "Yes, stick it to the man." The other half of people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she didn't do that. She ruined everything," which is interesting.
when Sims was like, throw the he had like
Like,
the
throw that.
deputies.
He had
It
the
was like a generator
air
or air
conditioner. That's
conditioner.
an
I
air
was like,
conditioner, man.
dude, when he did that, I was like, Sims, for me with Sims, there is no way that I'm going to like Sims
Bro.
in this
No, but
entire
he's like,
series,
"Yo, you came
at
after my
all.
family." He's like the Godfather. Like, "You came after my
He
family."
threw an
Like he
air conditioner at this at this woman. He was like, and here's the weird thing about Sims. Like I said, there is no recovery for Sims for me.
Mm.
He's trying to kill her, and he doesn't even know why he's trying to kill her. What is he trying to protect?
Dude is a patsy. 100%. He's a
That's
patsy.
that's the dumbest thing. It's just like, dude, like you don't even know what you're trying to protect. You don't even know
No,
why
but
you're killing people. You
I
have blood
I
on your
think
hands.
when Sim saw the outside with the green and everything like that, he's like, "Oh no, she gotta die. This can't get out."
Yeah.
He just instantly went into mode of, "I gotta protect the silo, save the silo from itself." Because it's something. There's something about that I think they're probably the silo has to be filled with scientists and doctors and whatever.
Mhm.
Because that's the first people that would keep in society if it's starting to go south.
Yeah,
They
right,
would be like
right.
scientists, doctors, engineers,
Yeah.
whatever. You guys get in the silo.
Yeah.
So I think initially the silo, maybe there it was an actual rebellion from the people that initially went inside, and they were like, okay, let's try and go outside now. And they're like, no, we got to create these new rules for it because it these guys, scientists and doctors, whatever, they ask questions.
Yeah.
Those are the types of people that are, they're believing the scientific method of.
Inquisitive.
Yes. That's why the when I heard about the water thing, like they're dumbing people down, I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That has to make sense.
What
Because
do you
the
think about
people, the very types of people that go into the silo are the types of people that be like, let's build a new generator and we can go outside now. Those
exactly.
those are people that immediately do that.
Which is why mechanic is so far down the silo, you know.
Yeah. They're like,
Exactly.
get these people away from
Like
us as soon as
you're on level
possible.
20. Do you really want to walk up 150 like levels just to like tell, you
Mhm.
know, someone the real story? Let me ask you this
Just
here.
why you gotta get rid of elevators.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
walk, your girl
Mhm.
walk,
She actually
um,
went outside.
she was
So
hemmed
she
up in
saved
a
her life.
crib. This chick was hemmed up in a crib for 25 years. Didn't come out the crib
Yeah, she
for
saved her life,
25
man.
years.
Yeah. She
Wow.
gave her the good tape. She gave her the good tape, man. That's how she's alive right now.
This
Which,
man, this what's up?
okay, what do you think is gonna happen with Jules here? Because now she's outside, she sees all the other silos. I think she has maybe half an hour worth of air out of that whatever her backpack is. Maybe not even half an hour, maybe like 20 minutes worth of air.
Okay.
She got to decide quickly what she's gonna do.
Okay, Keo, man, I'm still
Mhm.
not sold on the outside being toxic.
So you
That's
think
where
she's
my
gonna try and
mind
make it to
is.
the? You think she's gonna make it to the city, or she's gonna go to another silo?
Well, we know that you just can't knock on a silo door like, "Hey guys, I mean, you know what I'm Silo
Well, no.
5 is like, yo,
If
they have the clubs here."
if you walked in front of the camera in a silo and you're chilling for 10 minutes, they're gonna be like, "Yo, get this person inside right now."
Yeah.
I definitely think if you walk in front of the silo camera, they're gonna be like, "Yo, you gotta come
Ooh,
inside." Like,
that's a
yo,
good
we got a
point. Maybe she
got a
will walk
question.
around to each silo and clean the camera. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. No,
You'd be like,
really, it
everything's
is.
good,
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, I'm over here. I didn't come out of this silo. I came out of this silo.
bro.
You know,
The
because I think they
silo
also
heads.
the camera has a microphone on it too, right?
I think so, yeah. But
Yeah, it
I think all the
does.
silo heads would be on them. They would be on the Zoom call downstairs, like, "Yo, do something about this chick outside. We gotta
you
do
know.
something." I think Bernard is already on the phone with the other silo heads and be like, "Yo, we got a mad person out here, and she knows. You gotta do something about this."
Yeah. Because if she does know and he's like livid, you know, he's just like she
Bro,
knows, she knows, she knows like but
if
she's
if she
outside
walked,
now. So how do you get
yeah, but
rid of her?
if she walks in front of the cameras, in front of all of the silos, there's pandemonium in 10
Yeah.
silos, 18 silos.
Mhm.
Absolute pandemonium. Because the fact that she got that far in the first place, Bernard has to be on the phone with Zoom call with the other silos. Like, we got a
Yeah.
problem. He has to be. Because,
Yeah.
like, he's expecting her to fall down. And when she tripped, I thought she was done for it too when she tripped. And it turns out she just stepped on a rock.
Yeah.
And, yeah, she's in the thing, but she got hooked up with the good tape. She got
Yeah.
the actual real tape in there.
And just a final thought.
Mm-hmm.
Um you know, so with this silo, we know that there are multiple silos now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for you to kill your own people and prevent them from knowing the truth, you're
Mm-hmm.
protecting other people that have even more means than you do, right?
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah.
just like 18 silos or 25 silos, whatever, saying, you know, we can't let people out here. And if they want to go out here, we have to kill them. You're killing your own people because
Mm-hmm.
you are trying to hide something. You know, it's
Yeah.
not just like, hey, this is desolate, this is a nuclear fallout. It's something more
Mm-hmm.
than that. It's something totally more than that.
Well,
And I
I think
also think the city is a key.
you think there's something with the sea.
Uh-huh.
I think that there's more silos in other places around the country,
Yeah, the
especially
world.
around the
Hmm.
world.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because this
that's
is
what I
what, like,
mean. Hmm.
Greenland, when they had all the other countries. Was it Greenland that we watched the movie where there was
Um,
other countries that had their underground bunkers?
was it Edge of Tomorrow? Morrow?
No,
I think it
no,
was.
no, no. The with the Jannard Butler. He was with his family. He's trying to get
Right.
to he was
Yeah,
trying to get
yeah.
to
That's the
Greenland.
Greenland. But there was another show we saw too. Was it Edge of Tomorrow or War of Tomorrow? But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they had all these.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
They
you
had
know
different
what?
bunkers around the world. I
The
think there's more
entrance,
bunkers around the
the
world.
entrance looked like the silo entrance, didn't it?
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
in Greenland when they went way
Yeah.
up to yeah, I was like, whoa, okay. This
Hmm.
is okay. So this book Silo, it came from something. It's almost like foundation. It came from something else.
Hmm.
It's a work from some other sort of thought process, right?
Hmm.
And again, if you have all of these silos in this specific area, and then you go off to like another country, not quite sure how you're going to get there, but
Yeah, well,
you know,
transportation's got to be limited right now.
right?
Because
I
EMP, if there's a
mhm.
nuclear fallout, EMP would have knocked out all the batteries and all the other stuff. There would be a wrap for that.
Yeah, that's
Now
what I mean,
you have no
man.
electricity, so
I don't
it'll
know
be
if
rough.
there's, I don't know if that's nuclear fallout. I
Something
don't know.
happened.
Yeah,
Something ecological happened, or well, because the thing is, let's say it's environmental, and the global warming or something crazy happened to the environment. But
hmm
if it was global warming, it wouldn't be toxic air though. It would just be like unlivable because it's too hot or whatever.
right.
The air is toxic, so it has to be something biological, like some kind of weapon. I think.
Well,
'Cause-
wait a minute. That's a very good point. It could be
Mhm.
environmental. It could be.
I mean, that's possible.
You
That's
know.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, man. This is a
you
lot.
know,
I have a lot of questions.
as we sit here and talk about this, right? I'm like, ooh,
Mhm.
what I'm thinking about reading the book during the off season.
Mhm.
But my other thought process is I don't want to read the book because I just want to
And
be
you don't wanna know.
surprised. You know
Be
what I'm
surprised.
saying?
I like spoilers, man. I may read the book just because I may check
hmm
that out. I
Yeah.
definitely like spoilers. But
I
there's something fascinating about all of this because you still don't know why they were built and why they're stuck in there. Because they are technically stuck in there unless they build better suits to go outside,
yeah.
which they could easily do. Because they're making suits for you. They can make a better suit that can withstand the outside and breathe longer air and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
there's a reason. Because think about this, right? So the suits have to be the generator for your air or whatever oxygen tank. It has to be built before the silo. That has to be like the original whatever they gave you before the silo because you can't you can't make anything small. You can't have like a transistors or whatever. You can't really go small with it because no one's allowed a microscope.
Yeah. Where's the
So
oxygen coming from too? you
yeah,
know?
like so they're filling this stuff up, but like it has to come from somewhere. I think this is all the initial stuff that was in the silo for originally. I
Yeah.
don't think they've made it in because think about right inside the silo, everything looks like it's 1960s, 1970s, whatever. But clearly, the judiciary's got the LCD panels and all this other extra technology,
Yeah.
but they still got the old hard drives from 1982, or whatever.
That's the whole
None of this
lie.
makes sense.
That's
None of
see
this
that's
makes any sense.
right. Okay, so when you talk about the time zone, very good point, right? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Mhm.
show your people that they are living in a different time, but you have all
Yeah.
the latest and greatest technology. This latest and greatest
Mhm.
technology that the silo has, right? Dude, it's not
Mhm.
like 2021 or like 2245 technology.
Yeah, it's not
This
like
is stuff that we
holograms.
use today.
But I will say this though, to have a hologram screen on your helmet so you can go because think about it, the helmet showing you stuff like a VR headset, like an
Yeah,
Apple Vision,
that's a
whatever.
VR headset technology right
It's
there.
showing
hmm
you because when you're walking, you're seeing what's in front of your plane
Right.
correctly.
hmm
So that's high tech right there. That's
But
above what we have now.
I mean, not really. I mean, like like the VR headsets. Look at like the Apple joint, dude. You can do all that. I'm telling you. If you
Yeah, yeah, but
imagine if you have a VR headset on that
mhm.
is controlled by a specific computer, or you can log into a specific network and
Yeah.
control that specific,
Oh yeah. So
VR headset.
it has to be some kind of signal going to the headset, giving you telemetry, so you know exactly where you're stepping. We're getting out
Mhm.
super high tech here, but
Yeah.
you're getting real time telemetry in your headset, your visor, And so like we're at the technology where the visor is like lenses and it's over your eyes like this, but
Hmm.
it's a whole helmet that's giving you the telemetry and everything like that. So that's why I said it feels like it's a little bit ahead. Well, maybe not for what
That
the
could be a
government's
bigger.
working with.
That could just be like a bigger VR headset. One you
Yeah,
put
but I'm
over
saying
your
like
whole head.
yeah, but I'm saying like we're as far as technology goes, maybe the government's sitting on stuff like this right now, but so it can't say it's above us what we have available to us. But
Yeah.
I do think that it is high tech to have a helmet that gives you visual telemetry about where you are stepping and what you're
Hmm.
looking at, and have it clean. Well, it did look. It's got this milky kind of feel to it, so it feels like a dream when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not exact. It
It
does feel like it's dreamy.
it
It's got
also
that.
means it also means that when she was outside, right,
Mm.
that there's some sort of I guess, Wi-Fi towers that connect to each other
There's
because
something. Yeah, there's
how
something
was he
like
able
that.
to, just like click a button and then her visor, maybe 100 feet away from the silo,
Mm.
he was able to
Mm.
change that. So there's some sort of, Wi-Fi connection or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
something going on there, which
There's
is
something
which means the
six
dome. It could be
G
the
six G headset, whatever it is. I don't know what it
10G
is,
and
but
whatnot from like
10G. I
2145.
I think I think it's in the future, man. The LCD panels tells me future, especially judiciary. It tells me
This is
future, man.
this
It's not current day.
this is so good, man. And I'm gonna watch it back to
Yeah, I'm
back.
gonna watch it again. Yeah,
You know what
for
I'm
sure. I'm gonna
saying?
watch it again. Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap this up, man.
Mhm.
Silo season finale, episode number 10, Outside. What are you gonna rate the
Mhm.
episode and also the show?
The season. Okay, I episode is a 10. And remember, I texted you earlier. I was like, "Yo, this thing's better deliver," and I think they are, and they did, 100%. And more questions are now asked than they're answered. They answered some questions, like what happened to her boyfriend George. He
Hmm.
fell off,
That looked like a
and
deep fake too, to be honest.
yeah, that's possible. But
Hmm.
here's the thing: they're able to do that. They can
Yeah,
make deep fakes. If they can, if they can project outside screen and tell you this is what happened, they can make a deep fake easily.
yeah.
I think that technology is there, which again leads me to believe they're further in the future. But so I think that the show 10, season 10, I would say this is a damn near perfect show,
Hmm.
because here you have a show that's mainly just mental, no action, everyone's just talking, and it's not
Dude,
like it's a
yes.
crazy stuff is going on, but like just talking, whatever, walking and talking. But it's that excellent that I was enthralled. This is one of the shows I was excited to, like, I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait. Like this, that's a home run in my eyes. So that season is 10. This show was a 10.
Okay. I'm giving the episode a 10 because it was just like
Mm.
that. And, I
It
was
was
also
fire.
thinking
It was
that,
fire.
when we were watching Kenobi, also Andor, all of these
Hmm.
other shows, like the last, the season finale show episode is
Hmm.
generally like an hour and 5 minutes. This show was only 44 minutes, the season finale, 44
Yeah.
minutes. That's how
Hmm.
high end this show was, right?
Hmm.
44 minutes. And I'm like, and so the other thing is with the show, I'm constantly asking myself questions, right? We
Yeah, I
get
got a
on a
ton of
pod
questions.
and we constantly, go back and forth with questions, To
Hmm.
be honest with you, I don't know if I've watched the show like that where I'm just asking myself questions all the time. I don't know.
Hmm.
This is
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
cerebral show. The season 10. This is a 10 all the way through. And we
Mhm.
gave and check it out. The last 3 episodes, we gave tens.
It's
We
10s, yeah.
well, last week we
And
gave it a 9.5.
yeah, yeah, but I'm just
Mhm.
saying, like, that for the show, stick the landing and make me excited about season 2,
Yeah.
that's a win right there.
This
100%.
and again, this wasn't like, shootouts, space battles. It was all
Mhm.
cerebral. You got to think
Yeah,
about this show. I
yeah.
don't know, like, have you seen a show this cerebral like this year or even last year?
Maybe Expanse? That's about
But
it,
yeah, but this
honestly.
show is even more like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
wow. Whew.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you there's so many mysteries you want to figure out. Like, how did the silo get built? Like, why is it there?
Yeah.
Like what's outside? What happened outside that you had to get into the silo? And then, how many silos are there? Is 18 the last silo? Is there like 25 silos? Like, I got a lot of
Yeah,
questions
man.
because you don't really see everything, especially when they did the pan out. You got a glimpse of the silo. Like, you see the little circles, the craters, whatever, where the silos are. But like, I didn't have time to count it. I was just like, oh, yeah, this is actually crazy. So like,
Yeah.
and then why lie on the visor if outside is really messed up? Why do that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. What is it?
There's so many questions.
You're not protecting the silo. You're protecting something else. You're protecting maybe
Yeah.
people, like I said, from a different, people who have the means that, in
It's
Citadel, in the
yeah.
Citadel, they had all of these super rich, like 6 or 7 super rich families that put their
Mhm,
money together to protect their interests so they can make more money. So they just hired
mhm,
these, created a company to have these people go out and like blow stuff up just to
mhm,
protect their interests. If you look at other movies, it's the
mhm.
same thing. I have this sort of like same plot line. It's just like these people have the means, we have to do stuff to these people so that these people can make more money. That's just
Yeah,
society.
yeah, yeah.
Those are
Because
societal norms.
the biggest question about the silo that I have is why forget why you put them in there in the first place? Because that
Yeah.
seems deliberate. That's
Yeah.
extra deliberate.
Yeah.
They're like, they made a whole pact about we don't know why we're here anymore. Like, you could have wrote that down while you're there. That would have been passed down from the generation, but they refused to pass that down, and they
Insane,
made
man.
everybody forget it. Which is That's a very good question about why are you in the silo? Why was the silo built? That's a very good question.
Very interesting stuff. So with Silo season 1, season
Hmm.
finale, we gave the
Hmm.
episode a 10. We gave the first season also a 10. Man, this joint
Across
is
the board,
banging across the board.
fire.
I am
Yeah.
definitely watching this back to back again.
Hmm.
And I'm sad that we have to wait another year for the second season to drop. It's kind of sad.
It's all because Rebecca's busy, man. She's making Mission Impossible movies. I don't know how busy anybody else. Well, there's other things. The rest of the show, there's outside Common. Common's probably busy too, and
Yeah.
I forgot what Bernard's name, his real life name, but like, those three people are actual actors that do stuff.
Yeah.
So the show rests on their schedule. Maybe they can come in and fill some extra what shots or whatever in between stuff, but Rebecca is the busiest out of everybody because this is her baby too. This is her show,
Yeah, she's EP in
and
this joint for real.
she's doing Mission Impossible, jumping on bridges right now. So I don't know, man. Who knows when they can make another season? Hopefully, it doesn't take 2 years,
Yeah. And if they're smart, maybe they shot the second season already, at least like the
bro.
first
I
few
I hope
episodes.
so. I
You know,
hope so.
very good. Silo, man, very excellent. Well, there
Excellent.
you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.